For the last 27 years, I've been a resident of St. Lucie County, married to my wife for 27 years, 2 daughters that have been raised here. Very passionate about this community, very passionate about its future. For the last 26 years, I've been a police officer with the City of Port St. Lucie, currently serving as the acting chief of police, and prior to that, 11 years as the assistant chief of police. So I have a lot of executive experience in my work history, and a lot of personal experience raising my family here, growing up here in this community, and I'm just so passionate about what we can do in its future.
In growing St. Lucie County, what do you see as the chief priorities for law enforcement, and how specifically will you tackle them?
So throughout my career at the City of Port St. Lucie, we've had the lowest crime rate in the state of Florida. Specifically for the last 13 years, we've been the safest city in Florida with populations over 100,000 residents. I have dealt with growth my entire career. Port St. Lucie, when I came here, was 75,000 residents. We're currently 250,000 residents, making us the 6th largest city in the state of Florida. And St. Lucie County in the next 25 years is going to grow rapidly, close to 600,000 residents. So I'm very prepared to deal with growth. And I think you got to have that sort of professional experience to deal with it on a strategic level, know how to grow the agency, know how to protect the agency. And although the City of Port St. Lucie has been thriving with safety, having the lowest crime rate, St. Lucie County and Fort Pierce have not. St. Lucie County, in comparison, is only 80,000 residents in the unincorporated areas, and their crime rate is double what it is in Port St. Lucie. The City of Fort Pierce, being only 44,000 residents, is 4 times as high as Port St. Lucie. That is unacceptable to me. Every citizen in this county deserves to live in a safe and prosperous community, and I intend to transform St. Lucie County into the safest county in the state of Florida.
How do you do that from a manpower and a program point of view? Let's dig a little bit more into specifics of what you do.
So from a manpower point of view, no one's done more with less than the City of Port St. Lucie. Out of 343 municipalities, we're at 1.3 officers per 1,000, making us the 2nd lowest officer ratio per 1,000 residents in the entire state of Florida. The national average is about 2.1. And yet, year after year, we are the safest city in the state of Florida. We do that because we have a very robust crime reduction strategy and plan, and I intend to implement that at the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office to deliver those results to the rest of our residents.
For those who are unfamiliar, what does that mean, an aggressive crime reduction plan? Put us in the patrol car, put us in your strategy or tactical meetings.
Sure. We use a very robust business plan called stratified policing. It combines crime analysis, evidence-based policing strategies, and an overall accountability structure to make sure we are implementing those strategies in the areas where we're having problems. It's all about problem solving, working with our community day in and day out, putting our resources where we're having those issues, and we've seen great results with that strategy over the years.
Is technology a big part of that, staying ahead of crime trends?
Technology is a big part. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a huge force multiplier for us as we move forward. You're seeing things now like camera systems in homes, license plate readers. Those are all things that have helped us solve crimes and are going to continue to do so as we move forward.
What about the human component, community policing, getting out and really knowing people on your ever-expanding, growing beat in Port St. Lucie, and if you're elected sheriff for all of St. Lucie County?
I feel like throughout my career I've defined community engagement. I've done that throughout my career, working with nonprofits, working with residents to solve problems. Look, 300 officers in the City of Port St. Lucie is never going to be enough to protect a community of 250,000 residents. You have to have relationships with the citizens. You do that each and every day by building trust with them, listening to them, helping them solve their problems. And when you do that, I think you're going to see good results.
What is sworn strength for St. Lucie County Sheriffs? What do you think it's going to need to be?
I think right now it's adequate. I think it's just not producing the results that it really can do, and I think that has a lot to do with the leadership that's been there currently and that's been there in the past. I don't think they've maximized their resources the way we have in the City of Port St. Lucie, and that just shows in the results in the data.
So if you put viewers in the meetings you would have in the first 6 months, for lay people, what will you do to continue on this theme to fight crime in a better way, more productive way, and to make the community safer?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is restore professionalism, integrity, and transparency to that office. I think what we've seen recently with some of the revelations that have come out based on the actions of our last sheriff and the current interim sheriff being involved in an election ghost candidacy campaign back in 2020, I think that puts a severe strain on the trust our residents have with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. And unfortunately, that's tarnished all the members at that office. My number one priority is going to be restoring that trust, that professionalism, that integrity back to that office. From there, we will institute our business plan, making sure we get the necessary people in the right places and the systems in place to produce the results we want to see.
Typically, counties to the south pay more. Recruitment and retention has been a problem at times nationally, statewide, and locally. How big of a problem is it here? How do you tackle that to make sure you have enough people to get out and fight crime?
One of my very first priorities when I took over as Chief of Police in the City of Port St. Lucie was tackling that exact problem. We revised our entire recruiting and retention plan and basically have solved that problem. We created our own very first ever police academy. We reduced the time it took to get hiring. Pay and benefits has never been an issue at the City of Port St. Lucie because we have a very supportive City Council. My job as Sheriff is going to be making sure our county commissioners support the Sheriff's Office, make sure it's funded correctly, because our deputies, the hardworking men, the men and women at the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office have been left behind for many years in pay and benefits.
When you're out and about, and you are a lot, what's the chief concern, chief complaint you hear from residents that you think you can concretely tackle? If they were sitting here right now, what would they be saying to you? How would you address their concerns about crime and safety?
So crime and safety, go hand in hand. I think the biggest thing our residents see right now is mental health issues and the opioid epidemic that has just really ravaged our entire community with overdoses and unfortunately deaths. I think those are the two main things I hear a lot of. I don't hear a lot about crime issues. We do have crime in Port St. Lucie, but being the safest city, they don't cluster. We don't have ongoing street type crimes. But the biggest concern I do hear from our residents to the north in Fort Pierce is about violent crime. And I think that's going to be an issue that I'm going to have to work hand in hand with the Chief of Police in Fort Pierce to provide her and that department any support they need to help them overcome the challenges they're facing right now.
What about school safety, which you all work hand in glove with the schools? School safety, helping protect children from predators online. It's such a big part of policing now. What do you say to families who worry about that for their children?
Well, unfortunately, we did have the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas massacre that happened, and because of that, though, there's been a lot of good changes that have come for school security and safety. And one of the things we're going to do is make sure those are being implemented in the schools, because that is going to be one of our top priorities is children's safety.
Final thoughts on why you should be the next sheriff of St. Lucie County?
I think the biggest thing is it's time for a change. We've had a long-term sheriff after 24 years, been doing everything the same way that the previous sheriff did before him. And I think it's time for new ideas, fresh ideas, someone who's more interested in the purpose behind the position rather than the position itself. I consider myself to be a purpose-driven public service where it's all about serving other people and earning that trust each and every single day.